All right, we are back from Cruisin the Coast. I posted 4 videos. This is the 5th one. We came back today. We drove back today. Had our 1971 Cutlass out at Cruisin the Coast. We were out there from Wednesday through this morning. So that's today is Sunday. Put a lot of miles in the car. Burned a lot of gas. The Cutlass only gets 11 miles a gallon on that original Rocket 350. It's horrible. It's terrible. But anyway, we burned a lot of gas. All of it ethanol free. Premium too. So but anyway, it's a good time. Had a great time at the coast. Not everything went right. We on day 1 on our drive out there, we went to Waveland, went to the first site. We actually stopped there before we went to Cruise Central to check in. And when we did, brand new power steering gearbox that we put in just a couple of weeks ago, which was working flawlessly, worked flawlessly on the drive up there, and then suddenly blew out the seal on the right behind the rag joint at the steering input shaft. So fortunately for me, I did not turn in the old one as a core. The old one was just dripping and leaking, so I called home. Couldn't find any help locally. There were no parts locally that were going to bail me out, so I called home and I said, all right, look, can you hustle me out the old box? So my wife did that. She grabbed some tools. I gave her a parts list, gave her a laundry list of things to bring, and she brought those out to me at Waveland, me and my son in the parking lot. At least we're on the beach. Changed the gearbox back out, put the old gearbox back in, and we were back in business. So then on day two, we went to Cruise Central, checked in, and as we were sitting there, we met this family that had 3 cars that were out there, and they had a problem with the 57 Bel Air. And I thought I might do a video on that 57 Bel Air, but instead I ended up loaning them all kinds of tools, and I actually got a phone call from them after they fixed it at Cruise Central. They drove off. They called me up and said, we busted just down the street. So I went and helped them out again and loaned them some tools, and they got back on the road, and we were able to wrap up their Cruisin the Coast week pretty well. But we made new friends, so that was a good thing. And actually, they don't live too far from here. They live about maybe 35, 40 minutes away from me. So maybe we'll hook up with them at a cruise night. You never know. Then the rest of the, Friday and Saturday, we were able to go to cruise sites, and we went to Ocean Springs, to Iberville, past Christian, Bay St. Louis, Gulfport, Edgewater Mall, and we even made a trip out to Pascagoula to go to that cruise site, and we had a good time at all of those sites. It was good. But now we are back home, and it is time to get back to work in Christine. So if you followed the last 4 little shorts that I did on Cruisin the Coast, this is really the heart of my channel, is what I'm doing here. Is I'm restoring this 1956 Bel Air. I'm getting back to work on it, so now all my subscribers know that I'm excited. I'm pumped. I'm stoked. So I'm getting back in the garage, and I'm going to clean up. It looks like a bomb went off in here. I am within weeks of starting to paint Christine. So she's going to be a bright red and white. I already have the interior. It's going to be go time from here. I'm expecting maybe another 6 months, but every week I should be coming back to you with new videos, new content. Holidays are going to get in the way, family's going to get in the way, but we'll let that happen. It's always a good thing. But hopefully by next end of spring, I should have Christine back on the road. So if you want to follow a do-it-yourself warrior that's doing it every week in his garage, getting it done. We finished all the metal work, we finished all the body work. We are now getting ready to paint. I've got my interior in, I got my wiring harness in. I'm about to order the AC system. I'm going to order a few other things, some engine parts. I got my small block Chevy right here. I'm going back with vintage power. I'm tired of seeing all these LS motors. I'm going with the vintage small block Chevy. Right there. That's what I'm going with. That's what I had in Christine before. I'm not afraid of it. We're going to run Holley. We're going to run an MSD ignition and a Holley 4-barrel and cast iron heads. And that's where we're going to make our power, and we're going to be just happy. So anyway, it's a fun project. I hope you enjoyed the handful of stories that I gave you from Cruisin the Coast. And if you're liking what you're seeing, hey man, check us out some more as we continue to build this 56 Bel Air. My name is Bill. This channel is Restoring Christine. Love to have you along for the ride. So click that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up if you're liking the videos. But I'm going to get working on cleaning this up, and then after that, back to work. So until I see you next time, please take care of yourself. Cheers.